If the short squeeze happens, the stock can go practically to infinity. Shorts have to borrow the stock, and if there's no more stock to borrow, they can't deliver. So brokers must buy the stock at any price, so there's no solution to this unless shorts are liquidated. What is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today we are going over all of the new updates and new news with AMC, GameStop, and the S&P 500. Without further ado, if you find value out of the video or enjoy watching, make sure to hit the like button. It's free. It helps me out. And if this video gets to 1,000 likes, I will be giving away some AMC shares, but you have to make sure you're liked and commented down below. Without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, guys, just a quick reminder that the AMC squeeze can go up to any price. Me and Claybro talked about this a while back, and it's all about what apes hold to. If shorts wanted to get out at $100, they wouldn't be bankrupt, and the squeeze already would have went to $100. But they know in their hearts that we are not selling around that price range, and the price is going to bid up way too high, way too fast, and essentially get them smoked. Now, Larry Chang from the top rope with another 5,000 share purchase on GameStop. Remember, insiders buy the stock because they expect it's going bankrupt. No, obviously not. Another 5,000 shares bought by Chang Lawrence over on GameStop on June 9th. A lot of insider trades are happening with GameStop, all buy orders, and GameStop has been climbing over the past few weeks. It got smacked hard on earnings, and it has been climbing up. We are going to touch on the charts in a little bit. On top of that, huge weekend for movies. Transformers Rise of the Beast is doing great, as well as Across the Spider-Verse. 60 million gross and 55 million gross for the weekend domestic chart for June 9th. Solid thing to see for AMC, and there are a lot of popular movies coming in the next couple of months. I believe 6 major films are coming that should produce great revenue for AMC. On top of that, Chinese bank BOCI issues country's first tokenized security on Ethereum. Specifically, UBS announced that the tokenized notes from which it originated have been issued to clients in Hong Kong. It has issued CNH 200 million fully digital secured notes to its clients. Subsequently, the new security was brought forth through collaboration between BOCI and UBS. You guys let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. You think this is dangerous? And do you think this is going to spread over to the US and other countries? Plus, JP Morgan to reportedly pay $290 million in the Epstein lawsuit. So JP Morgan reached a settlement in the Epstein lawsuit, which shows that they did have something to do with it. If they were really not guilty and having anything to do with the Epstein case, then they would not have taken a settlement. This is sketchy, also not good for banks. Again, this is the United States' largest bank over here, paying $290 million in the Epstein lawsuit case as a settlement. Guys, before we get to the charts and before we get to the numbers, I'm going to remind you and put it in the middle of the video so you guys will not forget it. Make sure to pop in the Discord. The link is under the video. I am in there on the daily, and you will not regret getting in the Discord. Plus, we have 500 of the most amazing people who talk stocks all day long, as well as post gains, post losses, and we have options trading alerts in there. So guys, make sure to do that. The link is right under the video. Surround yourself with people who like the same stuff as you, which is stocks, trading stocks, and making money. Also, guys, speaking of making money, if you want free money, I know it sounds too good to be true, but Moomoo is doing a crazy giveaway for the month of June. If you sign up, download Moomoo using my link, and make a deposit, you are getting up to 17 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000 per stock, plus a $100 cash coupon that, yes, you can withdraw. Plus, depending on how much you withdraw, a free Tesla stock, as well as a free C3 AI stock, which, if you did sell this, I'm just saying, not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, you would get just about 60 shares of AMC. Overall, guys, let's get back to the video. The links are right under the video in the description, the top 2 links for Moomoo and the Discord. I will also leave them pinned in the top of comments. Alright, guys, you know what we have been tracking with AMC. We expected it to scale back down to this trend line right around $4. It came back down to about $4.33, and AMC is climbing a little bit, up 0.63% on the day, trading at $4.80. But I find this interesting as it could be starting the takeoff now as we speak. We have been tracking it to back here before the run up in January of 2021, and this is looking very similar, like AMC has bottomed out and it is slowly starting to climb, right? It's getting that spring action right here. If we get a lot of volume to kick in, which we can, we have FOMC this week where volatility gets dumped into the market, it could be really bad for short sellers. We also have CPI, PPI, and a couple of other catalysts, as well as the GameStop meeting. Okay, so this little spring that AMC is building could be catastrophic, especially touching on the option chain. Do you guys think we are here yet, or do you think we're going to scale back down to that $4 level before getting that major rip? If market makers were smart, they would drop it to $4 before getting that rip. And the reason being is because there is 560,000 call contracts expiring out of the money. if AMC does have this rip like we saw back in January, this week, shorts are getting smoked. The gamma ramp is going to be insane. When we ran in June, that was gamma, that was FOMO. Shorts never covered or got out of their positions. I just want you to note, if this gamma happens, it's going to be absolutely nuts. But they might let the price rip a little bit so that the puts even out with the calls and there's not a lot of pain. You see, there's already 337,000 puts expiring in the money currently for this week, so the options chain isn't looking that good unless the price starts to scale up on AMC. As for GameStop, the complete opposite. GameStop is looking insanely strong. A lot of shares are DRS. However, it could use a little more volume, but the options chain, beautiful. 27,000 calls compared to 10,000 puts expiring in the money, with another 120,000 calls expiring out of the money. And the weeks on, so on and so forth, are betting bullish on GameStop. However, shorts are not letting up as these short exempts stack up day in and day out from 130,000 to 230 to 230 once again, back to back to back. So when GameStop gets a little bit of volume, they dump short exempts on it and hope to find those shares later, or at least find pretend shares / IOUs to show the broker. Overall, you let me know if you are playing this in the comments down below. I do still hold my calls on GameStop and AMC. Again, if you want to know my trades as soon as I take them, I drop them in the Discord as soon as I enter. As for GameStop, we're trading at $23.84, up 5.14% on the day. This thing has just been climbing day in and day out, and we have made the most beautiful pop right off of this trend line where GameStop scaled back down to, and now we are fighting for this level, right around $24. Next stop $25, and then of course the recent high when GameStop scaled to the top of this trend line right around $27. Overall, those are the levels to focus on for GameStop. And at this point, the thing is looking beautiful. There's not much to say. If the volume keeps going, right? GameStop recently traded 17 million and 19 million in volume. Then it was 10 and now it's 3. If the volume continues like this, then GameStop is going to look solid going forward, but expect a potential little retracement as the buyer side of the volume is slowly starting to decrease as we reach this resistance. So there is resistance right around where we just were for earnings. But again, if this volume picks up, the options chain looks good. GameStop and AMC could have a beautiful rip. If you're looking for the breakout scenario, you got to watch $30 for GameStop to break out of this overall trend line, this descending trend line that we have been in. As for the S&P 500, we're trading at 430.56, basically trading sideways. There's a lot of uncertainty happening. In the next 3 days, we are going to have a bunch of catalysts that are going to affect the overall market, as well as affect the quote-unquote meme stocks. There is a 423 gap fill to the downside for the SPY. If anything, I would watch for that to get filled no matter what news we get, in my opinion. And then the next fib level to break over right at 434 on the S&P 500. Those are the two levels. We're trading right in the middle. And that is my outlook on the SPY. Depending on if they pause rates or raise rates at the FOMC meeting, depending on PPI and CPI and how those numbers come out, it will affect the market. Overall, guys, hopefully you enjoyed watching the video or found value out of the video. Plus, make sure to keep your eye on Mullen. We talked about it, guys, how it is coming up on that cycle period. I have not looked at the chart yet today, but just make sure to keep an eye on Mullen, ticker symbol MULN. Overall, guys, that is it. I love you. Again, if this gets to 1,000 likes, I will be giving away a few AMC shares to you guys, but you have to make sure you like the video and drop a comment. I love you all. Lottery Socks out.